Chad Fellabom into the wall and into a ball of flames up there in turn number 2. Something breaking. Looks like the wheel came off the right front of the car, went up into the wall. Doug Gaunt in the 12 car spins right off the bat in the second turn. 12/04 tonight. Today's battle for 5th into turn number 3. Mitchell gets that 5th spot as Brown spinning as Phil Arsenis against the wall, and caution is out. Phil Arsenis in the 12, Jim McGonigal, and the 29 also goes around.
Stuff come out of it, Dow, just like after a good Friday night.
Louis Bradish in the 5 and the 55 of Willie White come together over in turn 2. Caution on the Speedway. Caution is out for the 5 of Louis Bradish and the 55 of Willie White. Willie climbs out of his car. A few gestures with the hands. Needless to say, I don't think he's too happy back there. Spin on the front straightaway. 54 of Chris Angelicchio. The Brooks Auto Group, 50. Mark Jaworski around and around and around. Keeps her going straight, and the green stays out. Turn number 3. Things are crowded in the middle of the pack. A little contact there. Ken Sappick into 63 trying to straighten it out. He stays off the wall. And he does come to a stop. Everyone hard on the gas. Bradish leads him down the back straightaway. Cecere runs second. Ferree and Moats battle for third. Then it's Geisler 5th. Mark Bonneau and Waring together. A couple of cars hooked together in the back of the pack. They separate, and Doug Crawford goes spinning in the 9C. '05, Larry Bahana spins again over in turn 2. Caution. Bradish with the lead, but look at this in turn 2. Ferree and Cecere to the inside of Bradish as they race down the back straightaway. Oh, contact. Cecere and Bonneau go sliding. Cecere into the inside guardrail on the tires. Close racing down the back straightaway between Bradish, Cecere, and Bonneau. Right off the bat, Dave Brunell in the 0 goes spinning around here on the front straightaway. R31. 4 more laps to go. 4 laps to go. Dennis Curry starting to smoke pretty bad in the number 8 car. And we got a crash up in turn 4. Looks like Shelton Brand in the 29, the 60. Robin Rimwas the 22 sideways. He holds on to her and another one going for a spin. It's Bill Ashton in the 35, bouncing off the inside guardrail. Yellow is out. Yellow is out. The 2X car of Bill Watson, 40 John Marigo. Look at this. They've got all the racetrack covered. Marigo slides into the lead. Down low, Watson is second. Fuller is third. Hess is fourth. Scott Gunn in the 14G. He's going for a spin. And caution will be out. Jumping Joe Vaca slaps the wall up in 3 and 4 in the number 9 car. Caution is out for Joe Vaca in the number 9. He runs in the 4th spot. Burbridge in the 77 sideways and going for a spin up into the wall. Caught in the 63X. Contact. Lou Lamonti ends up against the outside retaining wall in the 13. Get by the 63 of Dan Pope for second after Turek looked like he was going to pass King for third. King in the 88 goes spinning, tries to hold on to it and does. Green stays out. I believe Sam has got a flat tire. Jay. They shoot on by him. Look out. Mark Banal, Jim Lepro, Davey Johnson. And it's Johnson and Lepro that are left parked on the out of 22 of Rich Mitchell in front. Hemphill second, the race for third. Dustin Blanket. Oh, contact on the back straightaway. Couple of cars were changing lanes. We got one car up on top of the other. The 91 of Tommy Beck and the 1 of Chuck Kessler are on the outside of the racetrack. The 11 of Bobby Henry and the 46 of Nick Rosa are on the inside. Tommy Beck is out of his car. Kessler is also out of his. Pretty good, the whole right side. Better slaps the wall in the 93X car. I don't think that car's steering right. The front end's probably down on the nose. The nose is on the tire, and I don't think you can turn the car to the left. Bobby Castlevetter, yeah, the nose is all broken off the right side of the front end of that. That gremlin-bodied 61 of Tom Knight Jr. is your early race leader. Look out, fellas. Oh, no. That back straightaway looks like the place where it's going to be tonight. Those of you who picked your seats back there must have known what was going to happen. You're in the hot spot. Neck now single file into turn 3, and Kenny Eisminger spinning the 52, and they both go, oh, baby. Joe Hogan, the 88, closed his eyes and hoped there was nothing there when they opened. Just missed Eisminger's 52. With the white flag waving, signaling the final lap. Oh, into turn 1 contact, and both go spinning. Oh, slow down. Whoa. I didn't think Jim Calvert was going to make it through, but he did. Oh, Eric Goldberg in the 8. Catches the 76 of Lou Bajarski. Both cars spin, but looks like they might have K-State off the wall. Out. Uh-oh, this time it's happening on the front straightaway. Fuzzy Stifler loses the handle in the 11 car, spins around in turn 4. Uh-oh. Bernie McQuillan in the 45, giving Brian Pickering in the 22 a little hello as they went into turn number 1. Bill Capo, Mike McKee, Bobby Seaman, and Mark Jaworski are next in line. Whoa, we got one up and over. 2 of them up and over. A red flag situation over there in turns 2. Bill Capo in the 51 and the 55 of Mike McKee tumbling together. Well, Bill Capo is climbing out of his car. Report we get is both drivers are okay. Bobby C. Catone moves to 4th. Brown is back to 5th. Dernoshik is 6th. Audi is 7th. Car spinning. The 27 of Chris Sanders spins the car. Caution is out for the 27 of Chris Sanders, the 96 of Mark Bull, who had absolutely nowhere to go. Brian Laraway in the 2 car spins on the inside of the 4th turn. The caution is out. Not yet, not yet. Brian Laraway in car 2 parked against the inside guardrails in the 4th turn. The caution is out. Started 15th, and he's up to 8th in car number 11. The Davies Ford 11 of Bobby Henry, and the caution is back out. We've got a car that spun in turn 2. The 05 of Larry Bahana. Doug Crawford in the wall in the 9C. problems off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Bernie McQuillan goes spinning. Gary Scott in the 16 is caught up. So is the 21 of Joe Atkinson. Laps complete. Oh, contact between the 4 of Marion Reno and the 5 of Jim Nicola. And we got a 1 spinning on the
Lepro in the Zappy Oil. Butts plays 6, moving into second. Whoa, look out on the front straightaway. Matt Sherlock in the 21. The Myers Service Center 21 gets into one of the Uke tires there on the front stretch.
And Mike's got the momentum. Oh, Steve Black in the 1's got all sorts of stuff flying out from underneath the bottom of his truck here on the front straightaway. Caution is out. We've got debris and some goodies laying on the front stretch.
Green is out. Willie, we got a spin right off the bat. Gary Catellus in the 65.
Jubik in the 10 going for a spin. Did not get to the start-finish line.
Hold on. Caution is out. Look out. 65. Gary Catellus has got a handful. So does Tony Mussolino in the 21.
The starting positions 1 through 12 in tonight's feature event. Top 4 finishers. Jamie Volkovac in the 92 spinning. The 10 of Dernoshik caught up. Caution is out.
Higher though. Look out. The 22 of Chris Langham spins around at the halfway point. Turning it back.
The C. Harper 55 of Al Angelicchio Jr. Then it's the Kenworth Motor Truck 26 of Bob Arsenberger. We got a spinner. 72 Tim Johnson.
They come. Green is out. Obviously the guys in the back of the pack are going a little early and the caution is out.
Spin. Bill Stevens, the Eldorado, goes around and around. Backs her down off the wall. We still got the green out.
Look out, Rick Hyman the 29, hard into the Uke tires, into the guardrail here on the front stretch. Rick Hyman, the Schultz Ford 29.
Spin. 22, Brian Pickering.
And Cecere is increasing that lead. Spin in turn 2. Jim Lepro does a 360 and keeps going. The green stays out.
Oh, Johnson in the 72 runs into the 92 of Jamie Volkovac. Those two continue on. But the same is not true of the 54 of Chris Angelicchio. Fourth, Angelicchio spinning in the 54. And the caution is back out.
Brandon Waring with the lead as the race restarts. Bob Damron off the pace in car 12. George Kowalik with a problem on the 5-2. You can see all the moisture underneath the 5 of Kowalik. He had problems earlier tonight.
Huh? Yeah, sorry. Spin. Sean Zeiler in the 20. Stop between the first and second turns.
Uh-oh, the 20 of Jason Sisson under the back end of the 11 of Pete Luria. Look out, cars spinning. A 5 of Louis Bradish.
The Liberty Stand Construction 44 of Hamilton is third. The Ford of Greensburg 0. Brunel is 4. Oh, baby, look out. Well, we didn't have many to begin with, and we just about wiped out the whole bunch.
Gary Catellus, look out, Gary, no, another tire. Another tire.
Tommy Beck jumps from the car. It might have, there was a fire in there or what, but he jumps out of the car. taking the hood off, and there is a little flame under the hood. Smith and Fire Department.
Second. Waring now third, then Sisson, Willie White sideways, Pete Luria there too, and they are going for a spin over in turn 2. Boy, these guys are just really charging hard tonight.
Crash here on the front stretch. Please stay back away from the fence. Please stay back away from the fence. The 05 of Larry Bahana.
In the middle of 3 and 4, 3 wide, and he did that one all by himself. He went in way too deep.
Problem on the back straightaway. Barry Audie and Ryan Hemphill get together, and both cars spin. Hemphill keeps her going.
He's Aaron in the 1Z picking up ground as he gets by the tee of Mark Bonneau. 44 Mark Moats turns around, the green stay out. Now he stalls the car. Caution is out. And we got a spin right off the bat. The 63X of Dave Beck. Whoa! Someone got a piece of the pie. Charlie Di Loretto in the 11, and everyone keeps going. That's amazing.
Fast. In turn 1, we got a problem. Caution out.
5 laps to go. Yellow is out.
Jeff Petrini to 33 sends the 68 of Jamie Shipley spinning over in turn 2.
Look out, Louis Bradish in the 5, George Kowalik in the other 5, and Bradish is still going sideways and around. He'll spin into turn 3. Ken Manicki is turned around on the backstretch of the number 12. Caution is out.
Unable to run a heat race. Caution is out.
Specialty Turbine 76. The Quaker Steak and Lube 11 of Pete Luria about to spin out right in front of a whole bunch of cars. And he keeps her going. Tony Mussolino spins behind him. Lap will count.
Kostelnik in the 14 spinner. Fortunately to avoid
to go. Dave Kremaneker in the 3D sliding sideways in turn 4. He holds on as Brandon Waring.
Oh my, look out in the pits. The big caddy is now a tricycle. Lost the wheel.
Contact on the back straightaway. Lepro goes spinning. Just got those tires a bit. Caution is out.
Right behind him comes the Smell Automotive 2 of Mark Flick. The second contact into 3. Looked like it was going to be bad for a moment, but really not. Jim Nicole in the 5 got together with the 16 of Gary
to get some momentum. Bobby Castelvetter turns around in the 93X here on the front stretch, trying to get the car to go. The Sheriff, James P. Steigerwald up.
Flick leads. Bobby Bentz to second. Caution is out.
Over the past couple of years, and Lepro and Zarin, whoa, contact on the front stretch. And they've gone at it a couple of times in this one, and both times it's been in the middle of the straightaway. I think Lepro may have got himself a flat tire on that deal. They're coming to the checkered flag. The green
to the finish. Telebomb second, Bentz third, Knight is fourth. Nicola may be the fastest car on the racetrack, or as fast as anyone. Spin in turn 1. Brian Pickering in the 22. Matt Smith in the 3 also goes around. A little further up the racetrack. Caution is out.
Kenny Eisminger turned around in turn 4 in car 52.
Completing lap 5, and Richard Mitchell quickly closing in. We've got a bad crash coming off the 4th turn here. A bunch of cars involved. And we got a fire behind the 46 of Nick Rosa. The front end looks like the 80 of Nick Durant's, but several cars involved. We need everyone to stay back away from the fence. 98 Neil Brown is up there. Rosa climbs from his car. Like the fuel cell must have ruptured on the 46 of Nick Rosa, who took a direct hit in the back end.
Down here on the front stretch.
Coming to a checkered flag. Ralph Highsong, Larry Kugel, Stifler spins. Who's going to win? It will be.
Cars between himself and the leader, second place car Ryan Hemphill. Crash in turn 2. Crash in turn 2. The 10 of Logan.
Into the wall in turn 1. Caution is out. The 94 car of Tom Roy.
In turn 1. Look out. Now Angelico gets a piece of the 75 of Bariotti. Mitchell was trying to get under the 23 of Dan White going into turn 1. There was.
Lou Bajarski leads in car 76. 55 Stacy White second. Look out on the back straightaway. Tony Sinecrope into 3.
Keeps it down out of the way. Everyone getting by. 5 laps to go. Not quite. There was a little incident there.
Trying to take the lead. Oh, contact between Appolito and Bajarski, and they spin around. Appolito trying to hold on. He hits the wall too. Caution out. And the bumpers just caught enough. Just enough contact between those two cars. And Appolito's going to be going to the pits. The right front is flat.
Couple of cars together on the front stretch. The 42 of Janet York and the 60 of Gary Solowski.
In the Eisminger Pennzoil Pure Stocks, just unbelievable. We got a crash. Rich Appolito in the 77. And not having the best of it here, and Brian Scheller in the 47 is also caught up over there in turn 2. Caution.
Caution again. It's the leader, Todd Knight. I lost the wheel that sent him up into the wall. It's been a rough night for a couple of our leaders.
Give Pat his lead shrinking here. Here comes Todd Wright, and underneath him, Dave Way. Oh, contact! Wow, Give Pat did a great job. Todd Wright is sitting dead on the front straightaway. Caution is out.
Uh-oh, contact into 1. Nicole in the 34 may have got the left rear corner of the 66 car. I'm not sure. 63, Danny Pope has got his bumper.
Oh, Brandon Waring hard into the retaining wall in the B1. Brandon Waring in the B1 with hard impact in the outside retaining wall right here.
A 14 trying to move into second. Sam King in the 88 though. A spin, the Eldorado collected by the 70 of Todd Knight, who continues, and Bill Stevens is back underway as well in the 60s. Larry Bahana starts with the pole in the 05 out of Monongahela outside, and the 11 from Connellsville.
Jim Dandy Jr. in front in car 28. Slow, he lost the handle up in 1 and backs her into the wall. And they're spinning in Sewell. Somebody got down in the water there.
Sideways. He did a good job of keeping it off the wall.
Now the back row went to the front row in a hurry, and DJ Miller still got his problems. The second caution if he's...
Oh, another another spinner, and we got a little more of a problem this time. Jimmy Joe Bavuso in the 4 getting sideways, and Jamie Bolkovac in the 92 had absolutely nowhere to go. Sean Pill in the 5 car.
Car out of shape and turn to, oh, we got one over. Wow. Paul Brocker in the 1R goes on his lid. Bill Cummings in the 7C catches the 1R of Paul Brocker at just the right angle to get him airborne up into that outside. Driver is okay, so Paul Brocker is all right.
The 9 and the 23 is Jim Temoff from Elizabeth. 8 laps. I think a couple of guys missed it. We got 2 hooked together. Get a bucket of water out. Kenny Sapek and Don Lynn are stuck. Don Lynn said, I'm not going to pull you any further.
Hey, we got more action over. These guys are physical. Lou Lamonde left sitting over in turn 2.
Oh, spinning is Brian Pickering in the 22. Jim Temoff in the 23 and nowhere to go.
Spin in turn 4. It's the 4 of Ed Ferree. Caution is out for the 4 of Ed Ferree.
20. Oh my. Oh no. Wow. Oh. Please stay back away from the fence. Please stay back away from the fence. The 34 of Rich Nicole and the 15 of Matt Penney were the first to get together, and when they got sideways in front of the whole field, it was a mess. And Rich Nicole is out of his car. He's down, Matt, at the 60 of Gary Solowski, apparently. Our NASCAR official down there.
'20 is the early leader here. And we got a spinner in turn 4. John Pavlik in the 00 goes 360 degrees. He keeps going.
And more contact, another spin. And George Nicole in the 9 gets collected for the second time here in this feature event.
Dave Beck close to the wall in turn 1. And we have a crash in turn 1. 99 Jimmy Arnold, the 22 of Chris Langham, and the 27, the last car.
And Bill Miller slowed down quickly going into turn 3. And Jamie Bolkovac, your second place car, spins out here coming off of 4. Look out. Some folks slowed down while others did not, and things got.
Oh, Danny Rich in the 67X. Turns her around. Keeps it going.
25 moving to 3rd. Marty Edwards is 4th. Oh, Geisler gets loose in front of Audi. Everyone looks like they got by so far. Some close racing there. Travis looks like the car got just a little. That's right. Joe Blasioli, the manager. Ron Drystad, the assistant manager. CarQuest, 845 East Pittsburgh Street in.
Rich Stifler riding the wall around turns 1 and 2 in the 11 car as Kugel has got the lead now. Rich Fuzzy Stifler in the 11. Probably flattened the tire. Now they swap. Miller trying the inside of Kugel. 3 laps to go.
Uh-oh, look out. Petrini in the 33 and King in the 99 get together. Caution is out.
Oh, Crawford in the 77 gets together with the 76 of Tom Knight. And Rich Appolito almost lost a race car. Caution is out.
Richello, Mike Adams in a 43 had nowhere to go. And the same is true for the 88 of Sam King.
Kane in the 06, look out! Whoa. Got her woed down just in time. Scared the daylights out of Bobby Seaman in the 18th. John turns it around. The green stays out.
Oh, Janet Yorker, the 42. Goes around. And we got caught.
High, it's Loria, Kowalik, and Bland. 3 wide going into turn 1. Wayne Tessine off the pace in car 10, and George Bland in the 50 spins. Everyone gets by so far. Caution is out. Wayne Tessine, something looks like it broke in the back end of the 10T. Yes, we've lost tonight.
Straight away, Jim Nicole in the 5, hard into the inside retaining wall. Caution is out. Like flicking the 2, the 12 of Jim.
And we've got more problems over 1 and 2. A couple of guys are down in the water now.
Oh, Mark flicking the 2, getting tangled with the 8 of Don Lynn Jr. They are still hooked together, and the caution is out.
Oh, Todd Wright, not good, not good. Jason Sisson in the 20, Eric Roberts in the 16. Can you believe Todd Wright gets away? Roberts in the 16 and Gary Catellus in the 65 are left stuck over in turn 2.
Front straightaway here, the 92 of Jamie Volkovac. Got the outside wall and took care of the last sign on the inside retaining wall.
Crash on the front straightaway. I'm telling you, man, the guys are out of control.
Travis Geisler and Mark Poole, and the caution is out. Geisler the 97 and Poole. Oh, and Angelico in the 55 runs into Mark Poole over there the second turn after the caution had been out for a long, long time.
Laboon, and spinning is the 14G of Scott Gunn.
Mitchell now challenging Hemphill for third. Meantime, we got a spin over in turn 2, the 46 of Nick Rosa.
Second now, Patika third, Miller fourth, Petrosky still fifth, and we've got a spin in turn 2. Joe Walker in the 13 does the loop-de-loop.
Caution is out.
They've been opening up a nice lead here. Doug Dodd trying to hold off John Gill for second. The 21 of Matt Sherlock spinning in turn 2. And also the 20C of Jason Sisson goes around. Caution on the racetrack. Middle of the pack there. We got a spinner. Charlie Duncan in car 17.
Jamie Shipley running up near the front of the 68, spins around. Pulls her back.
Angelico spins the car as he gets close to the 1C of Lynn Geisler. Caution is out.
Right off the bat. Right off the bat, we got a spin at turn 1, so it is a complete restart.
He turns her back around and the green stays out.
The lead, Bill Stevens second. Frank Turk in the 5 on the outside, inside the 70 Todd Knight, and spinning the 36 of Greg Kelly. Sean Rick in the 44 also glances off the wall up there.
Look out. Trouble up in turn 2. That has been the problem spot all night long. 04 Bob Close, 44 Mark Moat, 17 Charlie Duncan are the.
Automotive 51 of Brandon Mann is third. Oh, and Dave Merrow in the 69 decided to say hello to all you fans here on the front stretch, and he hit her hard.
Spinner in turn 4, the 12 of Courtney Clewell.
5 and 6. Whoa, look out on the backstretch. Oh. That all started up in turn 2. Spin in the middle of 3 and 4, the 76 of Caution for the 10 of Dan Jubik.
On the back straight, look out, going for a ride. Dave Beck in the 63X, couple of times trying to go up and over. Stays on all four wheels. For the Penn National 50, and tonight we pay tribute to Jack Boggs.
Oh, Matt Smith spins by himself with car number 3. On the back straightaway.
Alzano is second, then Miller, Gill. Oh, Timmy hit sideways in the 11 car. Somehow he kept it off the guardrail and kept it down far enough where no one else got into him. The caution is...
Another spin, it's the 42 of Jason Bush.
He lost the motor. Ed Ferree, something happened right here on the front stretch. Andy Catellus in the 64 gets into the oil, slides up into the 12 of Butch D'Antonio.
Dean Colarusso in the 0 spins out the 42 of Janet York, and she gets hit again by the 70 of Todd Knight. Colarusso getting into that third turn way too hard. Todd Knight got the worst of it in the 70. At the front end, boogered up. Janet York.
Tony Mussolino, wow, was he lucky or what? Slide up across the racetrack in front of all those cars and...
Uh-oh, on the back straightaway. Contact in the Concord Automotive Anderson.
Tessine has the lead. Down on the inside, Robert Freshour. And Tony Mussolino will be done for the night, or for this race, I should say, unless he can get the 21 refired.
Tedesco and Son, John Lockwood, 22. Brian Pickering is third. Bobby Benson in the stands, transmission 60, a close fourth.
Next, Dave Beck. Looks like he's got the Ford put back together pretty good. Oh, look out. Turn 1. Kenny Eisminger in the 52. Turns around, comes to a stop. Right now, the green is still out.
MTO's made the way you want it. Sheets makes it easier for you every day with Snag. On the pole.
Brian Lejeune in the 30 car spins around atop the fourth turn. He keeps her going. Vinnie Burns, as we said, folks, Danny was injured during, so anything that you can contribute would be greatly appreciated.
Spin up in turn 4. That would be the 80 of Nick Durant's. Everyone gets him straightened around. Green is
for the 17 of Keith Barbara. Spinning around, caution is out. It will be a complete
Caution is out. Sean Pillen, the number 5 car.
On to give. We got a spinner. Tony Mussolino in the 21 spins around in turn 4, and the caution is
the 9 car. 42, Janet York sideways on the fast lane. Look out, caution is out. Somehow I think she made it through there without really getting.
Kowalik in the 5 spins around in turn 4. Gary Saloni in the 7 and the 55 of Willie White are collected up by the 5 of George Kowalik, who went for a spin.
So look out. Oh, this is going to be a bad one. Juvic and Brunel got together up in 3 and 4. They were sideways, and the other two trucks coming had nowhere to go. And Brandon Vance hard into the driver's side door.
Third by a nose over the 00, John Pavlik. Crash on the front stretch. 3D Dave Kremaniker in the 65 of Gary Catellus. And also the 21 of Tony Mussolino.
Ryan Hemphill out of Apollo. And contact. See that one coming. Dave Holder in the 17. I believe it was Holder in the 17.
DJ Miller in the 16 trying to take second from the 67 of Logan Onoshik, who spins around off the fourth turn. Everybody gets by, and the yellow is out.
Back shoot. Mark Catone and Jim McGonigal trying to close in too. Oh, car spinning. John Komarinsky into the inside guardrail on the back straightaway into Lenatris 33.
Not quite 360, and
Brunel moves to third as the 3 of Robbie Young spins around up in turn 2.
Bruce Rystad looks like he lost a motor. Or a radiator hose or something let loose on the 47, putting down all that moisture, and
just a little bit of contact, kabooming. Dave Brunel comes through it. Caution is out.
Darrell Robinson in the 1R and the 63X of Dave Becker battling for fifth. And we got a wreck up in 1 and 2. Oh. 18 Willie Briggs, 22 Chris Langham, and the 46 of Mark Jaworski.
Matt Smith, Jim Nicola now wheel to wheel for the lead. We got a crash up in turn 1 and 2. Just as Nicola was taking over the top spot, the caution comes out.
Who is in trouble in a big way. 93X Bobby Castelvetter hits him, and they miraculously both cars continue on. Castelvetter got hit right in the door there. The right side of the 93X pushed in.
Albert is fourth. Eustis and Reno battle for fifth. We're going to be 3 wide again into turn number 1. Just like they did it a couple of laps ago, Flick gets down off the racetrack and spins out.
35 of Mike Cecilia leader. Lance Elson spinning in car 17. Does a 360.
Oh, contact between Reno and Knight. Caution out, caution out.
Star Circuit of Champions.
Contact in turn 1. 29 of Jim McGonigal spins around. 96 Mark Poole had nowhere to go. A whole bunch of cars got together there. They all started up in about the 6th or 7th.
All right, folks, the next time around, we're going to give them a Pittsburgh send-off that they're never going to forget. The All-Star Circuit of Champions. Round 4 of 5 for the 8th annual Western Pennsylvania Sprint Speed Week. So we're going to do it starting in turn 4. When they come around, get on your feet and send them off with a Pittsburgh salute. The All-Star Circuit of Champions, 21st year. 21st race of the season. Round 4 of 5 for the Western Pennsylvania Sprint Speedway.
70, running third, spins, keeps it up against the wall. Oh, Dink Colarusso nails him in the zero. Look out, they're still crashing on the back straightaway. Bill Stevens in the 66 dragging something as he sparks his way to the pits. Kevin Park was up on two wheels in the 3 car. Matt Panay in the 15 ends up in it.
Angelique on the 7 spins and Crawford just missed him. Chris gets back on the gas. The one of Neil Eisminger spinning around.
Side by side for second with 3 to go. Fess in the 89, Hemphill in the 31 come together, and Hemphill ends up into the outside retaining wall. Caution is out.
Keith Barber grabs the early lead. Look out on the back straightaway. Problems. Mark Moats, Mark Banal, Mike Cecere all tangled together. Steve Baker. Oh, Tom Roy. It's ugly. We got a massive pileup on the back straightaway.
With the lead, and their second place car of Jamie Volkovac spins around in front of the rest of the field, and oh man, she collects her fiance. The 92 Jamie Volkovac and the 91 of Tommy Beck are engaged.
Rappolito loses the left rear wheel, and it's hit around on the back straightaway. It's bouncing wildly down the middle of the back chute.
Kraus fourth in the 25.
Oh, cow, Sheriff, out on the racetrack with the leaders coming by.
Jason Holder in the 74, and we got a spinner. Dave Thompson in the 66 spins around. He'll turn it around and keep going. The green is out.
All but 3 cars. Unbelievable.
Zeller in the 20 gets sideways right in front of the 8 of Pete Woolrath. They can separate and continue on. The 7 of Ed Slate. He's going to loop-de-loop the wrong way. He gets turned back around.
Go to second with 2 to go. He's going for the lead into turn 1. Look out, sparks flying, and Kugel goes by for the lead.
Out of Greensburg. And look out, the 8 car of Pete Woolrath spins around up in turn 2. Ooh!
Spinning around, Jimmy Zarin in the 1Z off the second turn. He comes to a stop back there. Caution is out.
Top 6 right now. Uh-oh, Fess in the 89 gets a little weeble wobble, and he gets a little help from Dave Burnell going around. Caution is...
Remember, only the top 3 move on. Sheltonbrand in the 29 can't hold on. He'll spin her out down there in turn 1 or 2.
Look out, somebody blowing up. The 33 of John Komarinsky. Caution is out. John Komarinsky in the 33.
Third away from Doug Crawford. Moat's got a push. He comes up and tags the 5 of Lou Bradish right in the door. Bradish continues the
crash up in turn 1 and 2.
and Dawson into turn number 1. Wearing sideways in the 09. Dawson will get by. Bob Sr. will do the loop-de-loop up in turn 2.
Turnaround, collects the 23 of Brent Miller. Both cars slide off the racetrack and the caution is out.
3 heats tonight and the green is out. Uh-oh, a little contact into 1. John Pavlik in the 00. Getting some help there first.
Tommy Benz third. 4 of Marion Reno spins around over in turn 2. Caution is out. 71 Chad Fellebaum and
Ken Manecki spins around over in turn 2 in the number 12. He'll continue on and the green stays up.
Jay Atkinson in the 21 hits the wall hard off the front stretch, and so does the 3 of Matt Smith. First it was Atkinson in the 21 hitting the outside wall, and Matt Smith swerved left to avoid him. He ends up against the inside wall.
Kugel closing in. Fuzzy Stifler spins around over in 1 and 2 and keeps going in the 11.
Look out. Boy, Nick Rosa just made it by. Rosa just made it by. The spinning 5 of Sean Pilla. Bill Kraus will.
Polito leads in the 77X. Spinning is the 1R of Darryl Robinson.
No. Please report to the guest information booth. Robin Schomer. Robin Schomer. Please report to the guest information booth. Robin Schomer.
Down the bat chute, it's Rich Appolito still with the lead. And we got a crash up in 1 and 2. Crash up in 1 and 2. Caution is back out. So we'll try to.
Oh, and the 14 is going around the 0. What a great move Dink made to get up around him. Vince Cater gets by in or Kevin Park into 3. The only car left sitting is the 14 of Adam Castillo.
Holy moly! Neil Eisminger losing a motor, it looks like, on the final lap in the 1 car.
Pulls even with the 64 of Bill Henry for 3rd off the 4th turn. Oh, contact between your front 2 and, oh, man. I'm telling you what. We're going to wipe them all out before the night's done. We're not going to have any advertisements left on the inside of that front stretch. Frank Turek, what a night he's having. In the car, he's all right.
Jason Sisson, he's been red hot of late, 2 in a row for the 20. Oh, and we got a crash. We only had 7, and now it looks like we're down to 6 or maybe less. We still got him spinning.
Adams moving up into 5th into 43. Look out, another one happening here on the front stretch. Hold on, we're not done yet. Keep her going, Dink. All right. Oh, no.
04 Doug Dodd, 5th is Badal, trying to move into that 2nd spot. Look out, Angelicchio spins the car in turn 1 and 2.
Hamilton, look out. Ed Slate in the 7 car got a little anxious down on the inside. He does a 360 and he'll keep her going.
Loria slides to 2nd in the 4th turn, and Keith Barbara slides right around on the 7th. Whoa, Bobby Castelvetter did a great job in the 93X and we're missing him.
On the backstretch, we got a wreck. 44 Frank McGill and the 5 of Jim Nicola.
Slaps the wall. Right into the number 1 Cochran sign up there.
Caution is out. Up in turn 2, the 11 of Bobby Henry spun around. The 57 of Marty Edwards and the 5 of Sean Pillar also sitting up there with 6 laps down.
Charlie DiLoretto in 2nd, Lou Badarski 3rd, Danny Rich 4th, and we got one sliding with 47 of Brian Scheller. Slows down against the inside guardrail back there in the
Contact into 1 between Mitchell and Brown. And the caution is out.
Oh, Rich goes to the inside. Di Loretto went low, and Danny the Danimal goes spinning around. Clips the 13 of Lou Lamondie. And the caution is out. Esco late models and the QPI Tool limited late models. So after the features.
Well, this is good. A couple of cars starting up front got together. 14 Adam Kostelnik, 22 Robin Rimmel. Looks like.
Uh-oh. Doug Foster in the 3 and Eric Goldberg in the 8 come together. Foster goes spinning but keeps her off the fence. Looks like we'll probably see another caution here.
This time we're not going to get to the end of the front straight away. Oh, man. Well, there's somebody's advertisement going around on the left side tires of Mike Adams 43. Now, Bill Stevens in the 66, who started outside the front row, looked like he wanted to turn left. I'm not sure what happened. He got down into the 43 of Mike Adams.
Vac is third in the 9, 36 Pojak fourth. Darrell Robinson. Eric Goldberg slaps the wall up in turn 1.
3. Ed Butler spins around between the first and second turns, and the caution is back out.
Or to the pits in the 06 after hitting the wall. Mike McCord driving the 11 car tonight. At 28, Bob Schwartzmiller is stopped on the back straightaway.
Oh, Jason Lasky in the 75 up against the wall. Hey, we got another one. Oh, look out, we got guys going the wrong way, guys still on the gas. Man, this is crazy. I don't think these guys know what the yellow means.
I have what's called a date.
Wendy's presents Food for Thought. I've developed a method of finding out everything that you need to know about a wine. Take it or Wendy's. If she orders off the 99-cent super value menu, continue to it means she's not golden. If she gets a 99-cent junior bacon cheeseburger, she's well-rounded. I get that. She's got everything.
5 laps to go. 5 laps remaining. Well, they just got a little help. The 4 of Marion Reno spins out. Caution is out.
Morgan in the 83. Something broke on the right front after he hits the wall. Yeah, you can see the right front tire is pushed back up under. Caution is for the 83 of Mike Morgan. He was running closer and closer to that wall.
And Robbie Young in the 3. The leader spins. Caution is out. Man, out front is not where you want.
Spin in turn 4, the 84 of Steve Baker. Caution is out for the 84 of Steve Baker.
For Vince Gator, the 70 of Todd Knight, battle for second. Buzz Olinger, a lineup man, got him picking up a piece of debris, keep the ball rolling here.
Spin in turn 3, 36 A.J. Pojak and the 1R of Darrell Robinson. Robinson keeps going.
Bobby Henry. The Davies Ford, Henry's Motor Cells 11 of Bobby Henry. Flames coming out the right side of the car as he stops on the back straightaway. Caution is out. It's flames in the cockpit of that car too.
Hello to the wall up in turn 1. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Tone back on the gas. He'd fallen into single foul formation, but now he's back down low. He got a caution.
Keith Barber in the 17 down the low side trying to pressure the 67. Meantime, we got 2 cars that wrecked over in turn 1 and 2 again. Bobby Castro better hit the guardrail with a pretty good lick on the inside of the second turn.
Crash down the backstretch.
Matika over turn 2 brings out the caution.
Way with 4 laps down. Mark Boom Boom Bloom in the 40, the Bobby's Lounge 40, spins around in the middle of 1 and 2.
Schneider leads. Dave Beck is second. Look out, Dave! Oh, he catches A.J. Pojak, and bam! A hard hit. Hard hit up here in turn 4.
Comes off the 4th turn. Uh-oh, got a wild ride into turn 1. Bill Henry in the 64, and the 3 of Kevin Park.
Kenny Eisminger's 52 spins around. He is stalled.
Richard Mitchell. Oh, contact. Mark Poole and Travis Geisler coming off of 4. Both cars end up in the outside wall. Oh, Poole appears to have got the worst of it. No, something broke on Mark's car or what, but he came right up in to the
Spin in turn 2, the 29 of Rick Heim. Caution out for the 29 of Rick Heim.
Turn to favor up at turn 4, and he'll do just that. Checkered flag for John Castor.
Slide job, catches Banal. Everyone's still going except for the 44 of Mark Moats, and Pete Lurie in 11 drives right over his front end. Caution is out. Unbelievable. Baker got sideways, got into Banal.
Hamilton, your leader. Oh, spinning is the 66 of Tomczyk. Whoa. 3 guys get by. Tomczyk is
21 car, Tony Mussolino turns around in the second turn.
crash on the back straightaway. It's the points leader, John Perbanich, going for a wild ride. He still slide through the grass back there. Finally gets to a stop at the entrance.
Go. Crash on the front stretch. 7:07 give Pat the 55 of Willie White. Radiator goes as 55 of Willie White ends up against the outside wall.
Oh, crash on the front stretch. Mike Hemphill into 31.
Pure stocks. Oh, I hate to see it end like that. Look out. We got the 76, the 5, and a whole bunch more in there.
Dan Jubik must have blown the tires. He went straight up into the wall in the number 10 truck. A hard hit up at top turn number 1.
And the Buds place 6. Look out, Lepro will spin it.
Yeah, Smokey been speeding there. Crash on the back straightaway. Look out, cars up and over, and somebody into the wall pretty hard back there.
Now it's out. We got a spin on the backstretch. And we got our crash in turn 3, too. Pick your poison.
Spin in turns 1 and 2. 57, Marty Edwards in the...
George Bland in the 50 goes around up in turn 2, keeps her going, and the green is still out. Look out on the back straightaway. Give Pat in the 707 got sideways, and Gary Catellis in the 65 went right up over his front end.
Scott Ward in the 45 spins off to the inside of the first and second turns.
George Bland, and look out, Tony Mussolino backing across the finish line in the 21.
97 darts into the lead. Here comes the Kenworth motor truck. Whoa, look out. 80 Nick Durant spins around in the second turn. Caution is out. It'll be a complete restart.
Vince Tutino on the 19 is greeted on the front stretch with a left tap in the back that sends him a spinning.
Uh-oh. George Nicola, Rich Burbage, Mark Bloom. and one sign. All victims on the front.
Back between the 3 and the 47. Brian Scheller does a 360 and keeps her going.
To 3. Around goes the 63 of Ken Sapek.
Dave Beck in the 63X spins around right in front of Ernie Johnson's 44, and they're together up atop the first turn. The caution is back out.
Tom Knight and the 2 of Mark Flick come together. Tommy Vince stops as well in the 6 car, and the caution is out.
Spinner, Vince LeBoon in the 17. Into 1, the 51 of Bill Westlake gets a piece of the 67 of Bobby Bongiorni, and the 15 of Andy Diamond also. This is part of the mix.
Number 2 there, and a lot of guys slicing and dicing for position. Billy Drake.
Out. Neil Brown and Ryan Hemphill get together going into turn 1, and Brown will spin around. Actually, they got together.
They're in there too hard. Now he's got a real mess on his hands. He escapes the fray and leaves the others sitting. Well, he won't be able to drive away.
Battle right now. There's the SR2. Whoa!
Mike Davis in the 36 to the inside. Look out, Churchfield in the 35's got a handful. He's going for a spin. So far, everyone's gotten by, and we got more wrecks now up in turn 4. Caution is out.
Look out, they're hooked together up into the wall, and they keep it going. Whoa, now they're going to hit it again, as both, I think, hit flat in the right front tires. One wasn't good enough, so they hit it a second time.
Whoa, guys, tailgating. One down over the hill, a big pile up here in turn number 1.
Contact between first and second, and Thompson goes a spinning in the 66 car.
Wheel to wheel, rubbing wheels, we got another spin. And look out, cars together in turn 2. Bill Adler in the 7, 93X Bobby Castelvetter, and the 64 Chuck Mowry, the 3.
Whoa, big scramble down in turn number 1.
3. And now he spins the car. He goes to 5th and promptly spins around.
More wrecks are going on. Rick Heim and the
Hard as he breaks. Whoa! Crash down between turns 1 and 2. One of those guys was Britsky.
Get disqualified, I would think. Oh, we're going to have a real Donnybrook now. As I think they're only racing for a trophy.
And look out, Cecile and Alex Free come together in turn 1. Doug Dodge caught up in the mess. Unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable.
11. Wow, big pile up down between turn 1 and 2. Todd.
We've got a spin in turn 2. And your leader, Crawford, is in it as well. And he keeps going. Unbelievable. Caution was already out. Doug Crawford, if he can continue, will. Wayne Tessine in the 10 car spins around not once but twice up in turn 4.
Whoa! Everybody touching back in the 5th, 6th, and 7th place ride, and that'll bring out a caution.
Look out, Eisminger does a 360 here on the front straightaway.
Whoa, Ranieri doing the donut. Tony.
Spinning is the 35 of Mike Cecere. Does a 360. Dave Wade collects him, and there comes the 4 of Ed Ferree. The green is still out. The caution is out now. It'll be the 35 of Mike Cecere.
Right now up front in the Mopar. All three of those guys.
Ed Ferree in car 4 into the wall. The 99 around up in turn 2. That all started on the front stretch with the 25 of Dobrashevsky.
Wow, big crash down between turns 1 and 2. That brings out a...
Schoenhofer for third. Look out. Well, I sung the praises of young Tony Mussolino maybe a little too soon as he gets her turned around on the front stretch.
Wow, big pileup. Back as they entered turn number 3.
But Phil has parked the cars for the time being, and Bob close in the 04 will spin around.
The 21D machine.
19.010, and looks like the jinx continues.
4 laps to go, past the halfway mark, 4 laps to go. Another spin up in turn 4. That's it.
Everybody banging, big pileup coming out of turn number 2. Big pileup. Looks like 5, maybe 6 cars over on the other side of the racetrack.
Tedeschi is third, and Scott Gunn hits the wall coming off the 4th turn in the 14G. Gunn's got his right front flattened. Trying to limp that car into the pits, and he will do so. The green stays out. It's Bickerstaff. Randy was running the quarter mile. Sheriff says, we going or we stopping? Yellow
at turn number 2 right now.
And he's in trouble. Uh-oh, boy. Everyone gets by.
Whoa, looks like Hot Rod Phillips getting squirrely out of...
Oh, Chad Fellenbaum into the wall and into a ball of flames up there in turn number 2. Something breaking. Looks like the wheel came off the right front of the car, went up into the wall. Must have ruptured an oil line or something, and all that climbing or coming onto the headers. And you can see Chad climbing out of the car. Chad Fellenbaum, the race leader in the 71, into the wall and then into a... All right, for those of you who registered, those of you who got your tickets from Snap-on and registered for the door prize in the pits, fortunately no one was injured in that affair. A lot of cars were damaged, the wall was damaged, and someone's vehicle, passenger vehicle, was damaged, but...
Oh, I tell you, I've worked here, I think, 8 years now, I checked. It's amazing they still let me come back. But it's been about 8 years since I started working here. And Chad Fellenbaum had one of the scariest fire accidents I've seen since the Chucky Kennedy incident a few years back. And the fire seemed to be in that car, Chad, for it seemed like forever. And I'm sure where you were sitting, it seemed like forever, too.
Most definitely. It seemed like hours. You know, the fire, I guess, ignited as soon as I hit the wall and didn't didn't stop, I guess, until the fire department put it out down in turn 2. So that's a good while sliding on the chassis of the car.
Yeah, Chad, what happened there? When I saw you, you were on fire. Do we know what happened? Did something break?
I haven't really went and looked at the car yet. The nearest I can tell from what my dad has said is I felt the car hit the ground going into turn 1, and they said that they confirmed that the right front lower ball joint broke for some reason. And when that happened, there was no steering or brakes, and just went straight into the wall.
We talked to your dad last week on the Inside Track radio show, and we talked to yourself also, and it's something that Ron Brutt even just touched on in the drivers' meeting. A lot of these drivers out here think, wow, that'll never happen to me. We're only running Motordrome. This is a little dinky track. How can a fire or something like that happen? And you are one of the drivers that I've noticed, and I talked with your dad on the radio about this, is that your safety equipment is A1.
Well, when we started racing, that was the first thing we bought before we bought a part before we bought a car. I had a good fire suit, helmet, shoes, gloves, and then when we built the car, I did some research, and we put an automatic fire system in the car where I just have to pull a pin for it to go off. And I think last week, after carrying that thing around in my car for 5 years, pretty much saved my life, because all I had to do was pull a pin and worry about getting out of the car.
We've talked about this, and you said you've actually got out of the car without taking the steering wheel off, which is kind of hard to do, especially for someone, you're about 6'2", and you see these guys in the car as close as that wheel is to you. It's amazing that you were able to do that.
Well, it's amazing to me, too. When I'm in the race car, there's probably only an inch or two between my legs and the steering wheel, but I guess you're inspired when you're in a situation like that, and I was tired of undoing things and ready to get out of the car.
Let's talk a little bit about your injuries. The only injury you received was on your face, and that was because you had cracked your shield during the yellow right before that to get some air in there, and then never did put the shield back down.
Yeah, I think, I don't know whether all of my injuries would have been eliminated by having the shield completely down, but that's exactly what happened. I had cracked my visor. The only place I got burned was on my face. I had some first, second, and third degree burns, and my doctor told me today that I'll have a full recovery with no permanent damage, and that's pretty much all that I could ask for.
Boom! 18 Willie Briggs T-bones him. While that's happening, the 52 of Kenny Eisminger spins out on the inside of the fourth turn.
Looks like Walls coming up in front. Wow, big spin out down in turn number 1.
Up into the wall with the SR2 of Jim Yoder. Contact behind from Dan Armbruster, and close will spin up in turn 4. Caution is out. He returns the favor to Danny Armbruster.
Going through the gearbox, and wow, look at that 21 hook up out of turn number 2.
Not quite tall enough yet.
That's better. Yeah.
Wow. 2 front row guys. We got cars up and into the parking area where the couple of pedestrian cars got nailed as the car was up over the wall and into where the folks that come into the pits park back there.
Here they come. The Max Late models are ready for the Nick Guerin Memorial. Kurt Habadell in the 1. 17, Russ Matika, battle for the lead off the 4th turn.
Whoa, big spin out down in turn number 1.
And we got a crash into turn 1. Parked up in turn 1. Complete restart.
Good. In 3rd.
The pace car driver a little run for his money there off the 4th turn. Caution is out. We've got a wreck. 96 Mark Poole, the 46 of Nick Rosa.
On a 3rd, and John Wires spins out in the 77.
Set Pennsylvania. Spin out down between a 1 and 2 right now.
Dave Beck in the 63X spinning out in turn 4.
Second place ride. Whoa, guy getting squirrely.
Again, only kids on bicycles will be permitted to go around the 3rd and 4th turns.
Pittsburgh, West Virginia, battling with Hay for 3rd coming out of turn number 2. The West Virginian does make the pass. Hay falls back to full.
Salute. Great field of cars here tonight to do battle for their 20 laps special events.
Mike Hess, Rich Logan, and Jim Franz are tangled up in turn 2. Another separate incident down the back straight with Herm Myers making hard.
Oh, Neil Brown and Ryan Hemphill get together and spin around up in turn 2.
Signing car 30. Oh, 63X Dave Beck up into the wall and somewhat hard into the inside tires there at the exit of the backstretch. That's the 5 of Frankie Schneider.
Curtis Geyer, please report to the pit tower immediately. Racing action is underway in the 75 of Junior Green, the 45.
And right off the bat, we get a wreck. I don't think the track had a whole lot to do with that.
Kenny Eisminger in the 52 spins out off the inside of turn 4.
Contact between Catone and Mitchell sends Mitchell spinning in the middle of 1 and 2. The caution is out.
Side by side with the 82 of Watt. Carl McKinney spins in turn 1, collecting Jim Fry and Perigo in the 1A. Craig.
1 spins. We got another wreck in turn 4. 21, 8 Tom Schernhofer, the 50.
Will spin down in between turn 1 and 2, bringing out.
Crash.
Crawford is 6th, and look out, Rick Hyman, the 29, spins out in front of the 6 of Jim Lepro. Caution is out. It'll be a complete restart.
Oh, Knight in the 61 rear ends the 44 of Frank McGill, got him up into the wall, and then the 42 of Bush hard into the side of the 61 car, and the caution is out.
Number 6. And some big trading paint down between turns 1 and 2.
Look at that. Unbelievable. Mark Lowe sitting right on top of Bill Adler's number 6. Had a chance to speak. I told you Frankie Schneider, who was involved in that accident last week, is here tonight, and I had a chance to catch up with Frankie a little earlier this evening.
And Wearing hard on the gas as one going haywire down in turn number.
Look out, Tom Bateman going into the pits a little too hot there at the end of the front stretch.
Again, we're going to have those late models come out, do 2 laps. We're going to put on a tape. And then we're going to have the pairings, and I'll give you those pairings once they have completed those 2 parade laps.
The 12th car, and look out on the front straightaway. The 50 of George Bland goes around and looks like a drive shaft or something laying there on the front straight. Might have come out of the 12 car of Ken Manecki. Look like
again, a red ticket. Should be back in the pits. 0413 for the modified tour jacket.
in turn 1, Rich Appolito does a 360, and backing into the walls, the 66 of Randy McElhaney.
Brunel now, and McCracken, look out. Brunel up and over the front end of McCracken, up into the wall. He keeps going. We got 3 of them stacked up down on the inside.
Crash on the backstretch.
Racing, and for 2 cars, they used a whole lot of the surface on that lap. Abbott uses even more. Jim Abbott making a 3/4 mile lap around the challenge.
Oh, 67 turns the 84 right around. 67, Bobby Bongiorni running right smack into the 84 of Dale Charlier.
Carl McKinney only been racing about 3 years now, and Holly Nelson looks to do a 360.
Go into the wall. Harry Kuhl go into the wall hard up in turn 3. Caution is out. Look.
Dave Brunel going for it on the, oh, look out, Brandon Mans and Dave Barrow come together. Wow. Dave Brunel and Robbie Young were lucky. I don't know how they each missed it.
The cone. Someone got the cone. No go.
2 to go. Whoa, we got another winner. This time it's 43 and 3. Oh my goodness.
Turn number 1. Car against the outside wall. We're going to have a caution. Caution on the racetrack. The 25 of Lendo Brashelski stops on the outside of the backstretch.
Legacy Series. Oh, we got a problem on the front stretch.
Rewind for the lead over there in turn 2. It's Vaca outside. Eisbinger in the middle and Foster on the inside, still third. Fred Schneider in the 5 against the wall. Schneider in the 5 trying to cross the racetrack and will do so.
Look out, Brett Miller, the 23, does a 360 and everybody missed him. I don't know if it was by skill or luck, but whatever.
And Rich is 5th and closing in. Oh, Appolito slides up and Foster tattoos him. Eisbinger is collected. Everybody straightens him around. They're on the gas. And Eisbinger goes spinning again. The caution is out. Plus the Senior Series and a Demolition Derby after the races. All next Saturday night, racing at 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6 out of 9 for Dave Brunel.
In turn 1, Mark Bloom in the 40. Goes around, the 43 of Mike Adams also was over there. The caution is out.
Ken Manecki, look out. Gil Patton, a 707, runs into the butt of the 50 of George Bland. And both cars go spinning. Pat in the 707 keeps going.
Turn 1, 78 Joe Holt and the 40 of Mark Bloom and them.
John Lawton and Ed Butler.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this fourth win of the year for Georgie Nicola.
Things are tight over there at 1 and 2. Give Pat, Gary Saloni, Ken Manecki going at it hot and heavy. Look out off the second turn. Saloni in the 707 spins out, and the 50 of George Bland's collected up. The 12 of Ken Manecki also is spun around on the back straightaway.
Flag and we're off. Look out, crash into turn 1 on the start. The 29 of Jim McGonigal, and we've got a caution on the Speedway.
Third, Dobrashelsky fourth, Dodd runs fifth. Cecile loose, almost spins the car in turn 1. Keith Barber passing him for second. Mike battles back on the outside. Look out, a little bit of contact. Contact between those two. Everyone has survived so far. Barber is going to have some damage on that car, though.
Down the front stretch into turn 1. Spin up in turn 1, the 57 of Marty Edwards. Also collected up in that, the 05 of Larry Behannon, the 96 of Mark Poole, the 15 of John Greenewald, and the
no go. Mike Westfall in the W2 almost got run over there by Alex Free.
Spin on the back straightaway, spin on the back stretch, and Ryan Hemphill spins 2. The 05 of Larry Behannon had spun just as the lead grew.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9th win of the year, and they'll definitely be ringing the bells at Brewster Mills, West Virginia tonight. Your winner, Richard Mitchell.
By the way, Joe, Rich will pick up a $200 bonus tonight from K9 Companions for
Way. 3 laps to go. Laraway in the 2, spins around. Jason Sisson missed him by inches. Caution is out.
Birthday. Sapping runs into the 21 of Atkinson and turns him around off the 4th turn. Look out on the front straightaway. We got crashing up here. Ken Sappick in the 63 got the ball rolling when he turned the 21 of Jay Atkinson up in turn number 4. Atkinson got down across the racetrack and collected
The year for Mark Flick.
We need we have a Brown Olds license ABV.
Up into turn 1, Dave Beck slapping the wall. Using it for a cushion, he keeps her going.
Oh, look out into turn 1. They're rocking and rolling. Front 2 guys get together. Jeff Petrini going to be a little hot under the collar after that. Whoa, 29 Bruce Hamilton spins around again. He'll turn it around. Green stays out.
And then it's the 52 of Kenny Eisminger and the 11 of Charlie Di Loretto. Around is Fred Schneider. The 11 of Charlie Di Loretto. Up together up in turn 4.
Caution. Caution for Paul Rose in the number 6. That wheel was trained pretty well. Follows the car wherever it goes.
Holder.
Hasn't slowed down since last week. Meantime, we got a spinner. It's Rich Fuzzy Stifler doing the loop-de-loop up in turn 4.
Whoa, we got a wreck up in turn 4. Jay Atkinson looked like the left rear wheel came right off the 21. And Jim Temoff trying to avoid his bouncing tire. And look out. Second place car of Jim Nicole ends up sideways in turn 2.
couple of guys, John Kane in the 06, Craig Hamilton in the 21. Over in turn 2, bring out the
Trail. 2 laps to go. The 4 of Marion Reno. Turns her around and takes her to the pits. Green is still.
44 car spins around over in the second turn. That's Steve Lewandowski. He's still spinning. He's going around and around and around like a top over there. Now I think he's stuck.
Oh, well, that didn't take long. A lot of spinning. I don't think anyone really hit a whole lot. Hopefully not.
Look out, Bobby Schwartzmiller found that water into the Uke tires. Caution is out.
Spinner. The 80 of Nick Durant spins around and backs up into the wall between 1 and 2.
The 3 car driven by Dave Nicholas into the pits. Dave Nicholas to the pits, plus we've got the 20 car of John Shetler spinning around here on the front stretch. It's been a tradition here at Pittsburgh. So get on your feet in turn 4, and as they come down the front straight away, get up and show your appreciation to the QPI Tools limited late models. The Chuck George Memorial Fall Classic 40, racing to make wishes come true.
Jim Hamilton running third in the 44, not for long as he spins out. Coming off the second turn, and he's right back there on the...
And we got a crash up in turn 2. 12, Ken Manecki limping to the pits. He got the 83 of Mike Morgan, the 21 of Tony Mussolino, the 9.
Caution is out for Joe Stabile over in turn 3 and 4.
How about a nice hand, folks? He's won the big one. Dave Wade, your winner of the Chuck George Memorial Fall Classic 40. Lance Elliott.
The 4 of Marianne, the 5 of Jim Nicola, the third place car spins her off the 4th turn.
Abadell leads. Gunn second. Randy McElhaney the 66 does a 360 over in turn 2. Trying to keep her going. He does.
Out. Gary Wiltrout in the 95 came down across the racetrack after spinning. The 5 of Sean Pilla, the 05 of Larry Bahana.
Jeff Ronaszewski in the 28 spins around. Let's go Senior Series. Stay tuned, folks. The Demo Derby will be next as soon as they get the water down.
Unofficially, looks like Rich Mitchell will be your Timberwolf hard charger again from 12th to 2nd.
Oh, Doug Crawford close to the wall off the second turn. Still out of control. Zara trying to get by him. And look out, Crawford. He's got himself a handful. Caution for the 9C of Doug Crawford.
It's late. The 7 is next.
DiLoretto kisses the wall up in turn 2 in the 11. And now he'll spin around on the backstretch. Caution out for the 11 of Charlie DiLoretto. A little high in that second turn. Jimmy Arnold moving to 3rd. Apolito to 4th. Goldberg now fifth. Looks like the front end is hanging loose on the 9 of Joe Vaca. The bumper flapping in the breeze. Having a hard time steering the car. And this time Jesse got the worst of it. Up in turn 1 against the outside wall. A little fire first. Caution is back out. It has been an eventful 6 laps for the 99 of Jesse King as he climbs out. All kind of moisture coming out from underneath the 99 car. One of Tracy Keller is in the pits. He was part of that too. Flat tire. Car 32 parked in turn number 3 with lots of steam. Smoke coming out from underneath the hood. Uh-oh. Looks like the Nicolas got tangled there. Georgie in the 9 and Rich in the 34. On the backstretch, the 8 of Dennis Curry spins around. Caution is out. Bill Ashton in the 35 slides around on the front stretch. Caution is back out. Spin in turn 2, the 57 of Stuss Shadowski. Caution is out. 2 is Todd Knight. Joins the mix of the number 70. Look out, the 40 of Mark Bloom runs into the 36 of Greg Kelly. Turns him around and turns 1. Go on the outside. We'll try to pass Bobby Bongiorni. Contact down the backstretch. In the 3. And here comes Highsong. Oh, Bongiorni and Highsong hit. They're in the wall. Kugel's got a flat tire. Here comes Petrell on the inside off the 4th turn. It's going to be Kugel. Proud finish for the Danny Burns Memorial. We've got Lorraine Burns, Danny's widow, down here, and 6th and 9th place finishers will also pick up trophies from the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club. The 69. They're going at him for 3rd and 4th. Look out. Steve Black, a little through. He hit her hard with the back end of the 1. Caution is out. He shortened up the deck on the back of that one. Take her into the pits. A little worse for the wear. Ford 51 going toe to toe. Whoa, Jimmy Hamilton spins into 44. That lap counts. Green is still out. Fairway on the outside of the 2nd row will be in 3rd. Look out. Contact, and the 50 goes spinning. The 65 goes spinning. Tony Mussolino just made it through on the outside. Avoided hitting the wall. The alongside the 89 of Paul Fest Jr. And again, Jim Hamilton will spin out. And the 4 of Barry May will spin to avoid him. '21 car, Tony Mussolino, spins out over turn 2. Caution is out.
Now Hemphill, whoa, Hemphill, Kessler, big contact. Ryan saves the car. Now he'll loop it. Contact between him and Chucky Kessler, and the yellow flag will come out.
Into turn 1. Now Apolito gets back. Oh, Di Loretto bounces off the wall in turn 2. Caution is out for the 11 of Charlie Di Loretto.
Donoshek spins the car. Look out. Doesn't look like there's any contact made.
Kowalik to 2nd. Mussolino spins. Mixter hits the wall, and Youst spins in the 92. Lots of guys out of shape there in 3 and 4. Mixter will get the 77 car into the pits, minus the right front.
Gernoshek into 10. Look out! Marty Edwards spins. Marty Edwards.
Castelvetter for second. And Tony Mussolino will spin again. And if he stops this time, he's out. 2 cautions in a heat race. You're done for the event.
But he was going to make it 3 wide. Look out! Bence and Sappick get together, and they're headed for the wall. Oh, my. Frank McGill hitting the Bence Jr. car hard, going up in the air.
3 laps to go. Look out. Jimmy Arnold, the 99, going around here off the 4th turn. If he had any help or not, but Arnold in the 99 goes spinning, and the caution is out.
Look out, Bill Ashton and company there. Couldn't make out what car it was. That's Ashton in the 35.
DJ Miller and Jeff Rudrick are wheel-to-wheel for the lead down the back chute. Kurt Habadell right behind him in 3rd. 17, Vince LeBoon, 4th, and Mike.
They got a little sideways in the turn, and Robin Rimmel in the 22 trying to get underneath him. Rimmel and Kelly will make contact. Robin backs off. Kelly cannot save it. The car goes around.
Hermie Myers in the 2M spinning in turn 2 along with the 56 of Arlen Coy. Caution is out.
Now we got a spin in turn 3. Dustin Blank loses the handle. John Komarinsky getting into the back is Sean Pilla. As the yellow come out, Pilla.
Kane in the 06 up against the wall in the middle of 1 and 2. Collects the 28 of Bob Schwartzmiller and the 11J of Joshua Langer. The caution is out. Yeah, we ripped the wheel off of one of them out there. I think it was the 28 car. That ruins a heck of a battle we had going here between the 21 and the 31. Ian Tomai and Tony Sinecro.
It's just amazing how guys can race.
Look out on the front stretch. Komarinsky hard into the wall. Marty Edwards. Doug Bakioki hits the front stretch wall a ton. Looked like contact between the 57 and 33. Bakioki tried to just make a avoidance thing, turned the thing a little too hard, got into that wall.
He's moving around
Doug's
in there.
moving around. Contact between Chucky Kessler and Travis Geisler. Look out! Kessler cuts the tire down. Gets into Gary Wiltrot. Actually, it's a good thing Wiltrot was there, or Chucky might have been into that wall hard.
George Kowalik to second down the backstretch. Curtis Youst in the 92 goes spinning up in turns 1 and 2.
Oh, look out. Kenny Sappick spins in front of the field coming out of 4.
69 spinning over in turn 2.
Oh, yellow flag, turn 3. We got cars all over the place. Robin Rimmel, Donnie Folkmeyer.
Tony Mussolino spins a 21 car off the 4th turn. Whoa, he turns around and spins again. Look at that. Spun out twice and missed them both times.
Glenn's father, of course. Glenn, whoa, just as we say that, Glenn Gall Jr. loses the car trying to sneak underneath the 77 of Art McElhaney.
Lepro takes the lead down the back straightaway, and look out. Major crash over there off the 2nd turn.
They'll come out of this one. Oh, no, Mark Catone breaks something breaking off the 31. The wheel coming off of that car. Oh, boy. Is this a turn of events or what? Mark Catone, the back wheel there, coming off of that car, hitting the wall.
Whoop, Watt in the 82 up across the racetrack. Caution is out.
Will coming off the 05. The Axel braking on the 05.
A crash in turn 4. The only one that seems like he's not moving is the 55 of Willie White. Heavy damage.
Yellow is out. We got about 3 cars sitting backwards there in turn 2. That's why.
Bruce Smith getting a little sideways, getting clipped by Russ Kaplan. Turns it into the wall before getting T-boned a little bit there by the R40.
Contact, 15 hard into the wall. We got cars everywhere on the front stretch. J.D. Volkovic in the 24, the number 9 of Eric Darnell, making contact in the 15.
Ian Tomai right in third. Oh, Tomai gets into the McKee, and we got a spin. They're going to keep going. McKee keeps it going. Let's see if Ian does. Yeah, they keep him going.
Wow. Unbelievable. Now Sappin gets sideways. He'll go around Knight McGill into the wall. Jason Bush almost getting caught up into that. Sappin will continue.
Tim Lowry in the F2 second. And Lowry gets tapped. Lowry goes around. Lowry takes it in the passenger side doors. We have a caution on.
Tell you what, John, if you look at the experience that's out there right now, Skella comes out right here on the front stretch for the 08. That's our
For 4th place. Now Russ Kaplan and Willie White going side by side for that 4th spot back.
He's out of the car.
Bocek battling Bennett for that 5th spot as they head into turns 1 and 2. Bennett pulls them out, coming out of 2 as we have another yellow flag. This time, Frankie Schneider looks
running in that 5th spot now. All the way up is Rick Buttle in the 111, and we've got one spun in turn number 1. The
We're off and racing. First of 6 heats, and Mike Hess gets contact in the rear and spins around. The 44 machine of Mike Hess.
spots on the start of that one. Geisler takes second. Hordusky off the racetrack for the moment. There he comes out of turn 3. And Ron Davies gets into him hard in turn number 3 as a caution flag will come out once again.
Top 3 finishers in each of these heat races will move on. Unfortunately, the 38 machine of Rick Smith has got it facing the wrong direction out of turn number 10
in and 10 to go as the 5B of Kirk Bradley spinning in turn number 4.
Go in third, and now Nelson losing the 4th spot. Jimmy Petrell moves around, but we've got 2
laps to go. Bernheisel stuck up in turn 4. We've got problems in
4. Petrell pushes all the way up the banking and smacks the guardrail. Jimmy Petrell trying a little bit too hard for a transfer spot. And it looks like he will bring out the caution with heavy suspension damage for the 84.
Right down the backstretch. Rick Briggs with the early advantage. Flinner off the racetrack. 2 wheels hanging over. He brings it back on. We stay under
44. Green flag remains on the speedway. 3 cars will transfer at the end of 12 laps. Jim Myers in the 45 makes a bid for the bubble position.
Way up high is Danny Stitzinger in trouble. Decker spins in turn 4. He's going to try and come out front of the field.
Cars spinning around in turn number 1.
They'll battle it out for the 4th spot. Jason Carnahan working the inside. Somebody went over and
has 1 career triathlon victory, that coming at Lernerville Speedway. But we've got a spin. Sean Euler in the 84 spins. Jerry Ship in the 93 spins to avoid him. Both cars facing the wrong way and stopped.
Number 5 spot, the 48F gets by Shuck, and we got trouble in turns 3 and 4.
problem. 17M of Matika collects 3 more cars in turn 3 and 4.
With Tony Courtney working the outside of Chris Rimmon, we got problems in turn number 3.
Dale Charlier is off the pace at the back of the field, the 84P machine. Dale Charlier, the veteran driver.
And Tony Courtney third. Chris Pelly running fourth, and Rimmon in trouble. Let go down the backstretch.
Lucas slides up into the path of the 7 of Bill Adler and goes around and around over there in turn 2.
It's underway. Dale Appleby receives contact from Kerry Petrosky and spins the 11A.
Spinning. Look out up in 4. They are stacked up. Caution is out.
Holding the third and final transfer spot. Leader Rich Logan spins from the top position.
Coming to turn 4. Let's get on our feet and send them off with a Pittsburgh salute. The Renegade Stars late models 12th annual Pittsburgher 100.
Line them up, buddy. Line them up.
In this field in the white 44, and just behind him, Craig Perigo spins the 1A. Randy Hall wants to take the second position away, but Mike Hess is airborne in turn 2.
Down on the inside. Rob Kosecki real high in the 36. He gets bumped. 3-car tangle. Somebody loses a wheel. We got a couple of cars over the hill here.
Back on the gas, Davey Johnson goes to the outside down the back straightaway. It's Moran, Frank, Johnson into turn 3, 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide, Johnson's got the lead in turn 4. Here comes Moran back off the inside, down the front straightaway. Johnson's got the lead.
The jump on the outside. McKinney will stick it on the bottom of the racetrack as we got troubles right here on the front stretch. Put on a show, setting them off as they come down. Waving back at you. They know that you appreciate what they are doing on that racetrack, and they are ready to go. You fans have done a great job.
Johnson's got to be careful here. 29, Darrell Lanigan.
Schimmel now side by side with Taylor. We've got a caution flag early in this one. Schimmel and Taylor bumper to bumper just to the outside of the veteran, and Jim Myers spins in turn 1. Jim Myers in the 45.
And Skarzinski's in the mix. 17 down. And we have a caution. 4 wide racing with Lux on the high side, and we got a caution here.
I believe 2 lap cars between himself and Donnie Moran. Oh, Chubb Frank. John Flinner and Chubb Frank come together up in turn 4, and Frank is left spinning. Caution out.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice hand for your winner of Fall Fest 6, the Shoestring Traveler, Chubb Frank.
A nice hand. Your Pittsburgher 100 winner in 2000, Davey Johnson. Yeah.
.35X, Gary Churchfield to 75. Jason Lasky. And Your gang just purchasing that car yesterday and bringing it out here. He gets a little sideways, clips the 20. Bocek pulling away just a little bit as we have a yellow flag coming out. Whoa, the number 30. Allows Delano to close the gap just one more time. Delano way up high. The 16 of Scott Alborn now taking over second and the lead as they go down into turn 1. And he's going to drag Joe Schaefer with him.
And look forward to seeing you next year.